Welcome to my channel. Let me ask you something. Do you feel like you use the same English words again and again? Maybe you always say good, very good, nice, or okay. And maybe when you want to say something more, your mind goes blank. No words. You stop. You feel shy. You think, my English is not good enough. But let me tell you something. Your English is not bad. You just need more words. That's why today I'm here to help you. In this video, we will learn some very simple, easy, and useful English vocabulary. These are words that people use every day at home, at work, in shops, with friends, in real life. These are not big, difficult words from textbooks. These are real words that real people use. You will not just learn the words. I will also tell you the meaning in easy English, show you how to use them, and give you real examples. So you don't just remember the word, you understand it. You can feel it. And most important, you can use it in your life today, tomorrow, and every day after that. So if you want to speak more confidently, if you want to understand more when people talk, and if you want to grow your English vocabulary step by step, stay with me until the end. Let's make your English better together. Now, let's begin with the first chapter. Chapter 1. Words you hear every day, but don't always understand. Let's begin with some words that you have definitely heard before. You hear them in movies, you hear them on YouTube, maybe your teacher uses them, or a friend, but you're not always sure what they mean. Maybe you understand 80%, but that 20%, that makes a big difference. So today, let's look at 4 of these words. Probably, actually, seems, and really. These are simple, short words, but they can completely change the meaning of a sentence. And when you understand them and use them, you sound more natural. You sound more like a native speaker, and you feel more confident. Let's start with the first one. Probably. What does probably mean? Probably means there is a good chance that something will happen. It's not 100%, but maybe 80% or 90%. For example, it's cloudy today. It will probably rain. We are not sure, but we think it will rain. There's a good chance. Here's another example. She's late. She's probably still at work. Do you hear how natural that sounds? We use probably every day in English. It helps you sound more polite and more realistic. Let's imagine a short moment. You are waiting for your friend at a coffee shop. She's 15 minutes late. You check your phone. You sigh. You say, she's probably stuck in traffic. You don't say, she is late. That sounds cold, but when you say probably, you sound kinder, more human. Now let's go to the second word, actually. What does actually mean? This is a very common word, but many learners don't understand it. And that's okay, it has a few meanings. But let's start with the most simple one. Actually is used to show the truth, especially when the truth is different from what someone thinks. Let's look at a short dialogue. A. Are you from London? B. No, I'm actually from Manchester. Here, actually is correcting someone in a polite way. You don't just say no. You say actually to make it softer, friendlier, and more natural. Another example. I thought this book would be boring, but it's actually very good. This means I was surprised. The truth is different from what I expected. Let me ask you something. Have you ever seen a movie and thought it would be bad? Then you watched it and it was great? You could say, that movie was actually really good. That's how native speakers talk. Simple, natural, real. Next, let's look at the word seems. What does seems mean? Seems means it looks like or it feels like something is true, but we're not 100% sure. For example, he seems tired. She seems happy today. You are not inside their head. You don't know for sure. But from what you see, you think that's the truth. Imagine this. You come home. Your sister is sitting on the sofa. She's smiling. She's singing a song. You say, "You seem happy today." This is a very common way to talk in English. It's polite, it's soft. It shows that you are not trying to say this is 100% true. You're saying, from what I see, this is what I think. It's a great word to use when you want to describe people, feelings, or situations, but you want to be gentle. Now, let's talk about the last word for today. Really. You know this word already, but do you know how often we use it in English? Really can mean very, truly, or actually, depending on how you use it. Let's see some examples. I'm really tired. This means very tired. I really like this song. This means I truly like it. Did she really say that? This means, are you serious? Is that true? We use really for many things to show strong feelings, to ask if something is true, to make our sentences more emotional. Let's imagine this moment. Your friend gives you a gift. You didn't expect it. You open it and say, "Wow, I really love it. Thank you." You don't say, "I like it. That's too cold." You say, "I really love it." That shows your feeling. Or another moment, your brother tells you he passed his exam. You say, "Really? That's amazing." You are surprised. You are happy. And the word really shows that. So now, let's look back. We learned 4 simple, powerful words. Probably when you are almost sure, actually, when you want to tell the real truth. Seems when you are guessing gently. Really, when you want to show strong feeling or ask for truth. All 4 of these words are used every day by native speakers, and now you understand them. You don't just know what they mean, you know how to use them in real life. In the next chapter, we'll learn some new words that you can start using right now in your daily life words for shopping, talking with friends, or making small decisions. So stay with me and let's keep learning together. Chapter 2, Words You Can Use Right Now. Now that we've learned some words that you hear often, like probably, actually, seems, and really, let's move to the next step. This chapter is all about words that you can start using right now. You don't need to wait. You don't need to study for weeks. These are words that you can use today in a shop, at school, with your family, on the phone, or when talking to yourself. And the best part? These words are simple. You probably know them, but today you will learn how to use them naturally and with confidence. Let's begin with the word maybe. What does maybe mean? It means I'm not sure. It means yes or no, I don't know yet. We use it when we want to give a soft answer, not a hard yes or no. Here's a common question. Do you want tea or coffee? You say, maybe tea. This means, I think I want tea, but I'm not 100% sure. Another example, are you going to the party? Maybe, I haven't decided yet. Can you feel how soft and polite that sounds? It keeps the conversation open. Maybe is very useful. You can use it with friends, teachers, or even at work. Let's imagine this moment. You are at home. Your friend calls and says, "Hey, do you want to go out tonight?" You feel tired. You say, maybe. Let me see how I feel later. Perfect. You didn't say no. You didn't say yes. You gave a soft, polite answer. Now let's look at the next word. Sure. What does sure mean? Sure means yes, but in a friendly, relaxed way. It's more natural than just saying yes. Here's a conversation. A. Can you help me with this homework? B. Sure. That means, yes, I can help you. No problem. Sure is a very positive word. It shows that you agree and you are happy to say yes. Another example. A. Would you like some coffee? B. Sure, thank you. Or A. Can I borrow your pen? B. Sure. Here you go. See? So simple, so natural. You don't need to say, yes, of course, I would be delighted. Just say, sure. Now let's talk about a small but useful phrase, a little. What does a little mean? It means not much, just a small amount. We use it for food, drinks, time, or even ability. For example, do you speak English? A little. I'm still learning. This is a great sentence for beginners. It's honest, it's clear, and it's confident. Or this one, would you like some sugar? Just a little, please. You can also say, I'm a little tired today. She's a little busy right now. This phrase is short, friendly, and polite. You will hear it everywhere in daily life, and now you can use it too. Let's move to another interesting phrase, kind of. What does kind of mean? Kind of means a little, or in some way, but not completely. Let's look at a few examples. Do you like this movie? Kind of. It's okay. This means I don't love it, but I don't hate it. It's somewhere in the middle. Another one. Are you hungry? Kind of. Not very hungry, but I can eat. Or, is she angry? Kind of. She's not smiling. Kind of helps you speak more softly and politely. It's not a strong yes or no. It's something in between. It's also used to describe feelings. I'm kind of nervous about the exam. He's kind of shy with new people. This phrase makes your English sound more real, more natural. And finally, let's talk about a phrase many people say but often use in the wrong way. Too much. What does too much mean? It means more than you want or need. There's too much sugar in this tea. She talks too much. I ate too much pizza. Be careful, this phrase usually has a negative meaning. I have too much homework. This means I don't want that much homework. It's a problem. Or he watches too much TV. That means he watches more than he should. You can also use this to talk about your feelings. I'm too much in my head today. That means I'm overthinking and I don't feel relaxed. So remember, too much is strong. It means something is more than good, and that's not always good. Let's review the 5 expressions we learned today. Maybe, you're not sure. Sure, a friendly yes. A little, a small amount. Kind of, in some way, but not 100%. Too much, more than needed, usually bad. All 5 are used in real life every single day by people in shops, at home, in schools, and everywhere English is spoken. You don't need to be perfect. Just start using them. Say them. Feel them. Speak slowly, speak clearly, and most of all, don't be afraid. In the next chapter, we'll go one level higher words that are still easy, but will make you sound a little smarter, a little more fluent, and a lot more confident. So stay with me, and let's keep learning together. Chapter 3, Words that make you sound smart, but are still easy. Now that you've learned how to use some common and friendly words in English, like maybe, sure, kind of, and too much, you're already speaking more confidently. You've taken the first steps, and that's something to feel proud of. But now let's take a small step forward. In this chapter, we'll learn some English words that are still easy, but make you sound smarter and more fluent. These are words that connect to your thoughts, your decisions, your feelings, and your goals in life. These are words people use in school, in the office, and in daily conversations not to sound fancy, but to explain their ideas clearly. And when you can talk about your ideas, your life, your plans, you feel stronger in English. Let's start with the word important. What does important mean? It means something that matters a lot. Let's say someone asks you, what's the most important thing in your life? Maybe you say, my family, or my health, or my education. We use the word important when something has great value, not money value, but life value. Here's a simple sentence. It's important to drink water every day. Another one. Learning English is important for my future. This word is used in every part of life: school, work, health, family. You will hear it everywhere. And it makes your English sound thoughtful and meaningful. Let's look at the second word, plan. What is a plan? A plan is something you decide to do in the future. It's your idea of what you want to happen and how you will do it. For example, I have a plan to study English every morning. What's your plan for the weekend? Let's make a plan to meet next week. Simple, right? But powerful. Without a plan, we don't move forward. We just sit and wait. Let's think about this. You want to learn English. You watch videos. You take classes. But do you have a plan? Maybe your plan is watch one English video every day. Write 5 new words in a notebook. Practice speaking in the mirror. Even this small plan can help you. And when you talk about your plan in English, you're not only learning a word, you're learning a way to live more clearly. Now let's move to the third word, decide. What does decide mean? It means you think about something and then you choose. I can't decide what to wear. She decided to move to a new city. It's hard to decide what's right. This word helps you speak about choices. Every day you make small decisions: what to eat, what to do, what to say. And some decisions are big. I decided to learn English because I want a better job. See how powerful that sounds? Let's imagine this short story. Maria is 22 years old. She works in a small shop. One day, she says, I want something better. I want to travel. I want to speak English. She makes a decision. She says, I decide to start learning today. She takes her phone, opens a video just like you are doing now, and starts. One small decision can change her life. Next, we look at the word reason. What does reason mean? It means the cause, the why behind something. For example, what's the reason you're learning English? Is there a reason you're upset? I have a good reason for being late. Reason helps you explain. It helps you tell your story. It helps you go deeper. Imagine someone asks you, why do you wake up early every day? You say, the reason is I want to study before work. Simple, clear, smart. Here's another sentence. I had many problems in the past, and that's the reason I want to grow now. With one word reason, you turn a sentence into a full idea. Now, for the last word of this chapter, goal. What is a goal? A goal is something you want to do. It's your target, your dream, your destination. My goal is to speak English fluently. She has a big goal to become a doctor. Let's set a small goal for this week. Here's another short story. Maria has a goal. She wants to speak English in 6 months. She has a planned study every day, listen to English podcasts, and practice speaking. She decided to start. And the reason? She wants to get a job in another country. Now, think about yourself. What's your goal? Why do you want to learn English? What's your reason? Do you have a plan? Have you decided to start? These are not just words, these are your words. Let's review. Important. Something that matters, plan. What you will do, decide. To choose something after thinking reason. Why something happens. Goal, what you want to achieve. These words are small, but they are powerful. They help you talk about life, dreams, and decisions. They help you connect your English to your real world. In the next chapter, we'll learn words that help you learn even more words because, yes, there are words that help you grow faster as a learner. So stay with me, we're almost there, and you're doing great. Chapter 4, Words that help you learn more words. Now, in this final chapter, we're going to learn something a little different, but very powerful. These are words about learning, simple words, but they are important because they help you talk about your journey in English, how you learn, what you feel, and what you want to do next. Think about it like this. You are not just learning English. You are learning how to learn English. And when you know the right words, it becomes easier to talk about your progress, your problems, and your goals. Let's begin with a word you already know. Understand. What does understand mean? It means you get the meaning of something. You know what it means. For example, I understand this word now. I didn't understand the question. Do you understand what I'm saying? This word is important because it helps you say when something is clear or not clear. Let's imagine this. You are in a class. Your teacher explains something. You listen and then you say, "Yes, I understand now." That feels good, doesn't it? But if you don't understand, that's okay too. You can say, "Sorry, I don't understand. Can you explain again?" This shows that you want to learn. That's the key. Now let's move to the next word. Remember. What does remember mean? It means you keep something in your mind. You don't forget it. I can't remember his name. Do you remember this word from last week? I try to remember 5 new words every day. When we learn a new word, we want to remember it not just for today, but for next week and next month too. But how can you remember more words? That brings us to our next word, practice. What is practice? Practice means you do something again and again to get better at it. Think about this sentence. If you want to speak better English, you have to practice. And that's true. Practice doesn't mean perfect, it means progress. You make mistakes, and that's okay. You say a sentence maybe slowly, maybe with a small mistake, but you try again. That is practice. Let's say you learn the word goal. You read it, you understand it. But if you want to remember it, you have to use it in a sentence. So you say, "My goal is to speak English fluently." Then tomorrow, you say it again and again and again. That's how your brain remembers. That's how you improve. And yes, that brings us to our next word, repeat. What does repeat mean? It means you do something again. Can you repeat that word? I need to repeat the lesson to understand it better. She always repeats her grammar exercises. Repeat is not boring. It is how we grow. Think about music. When you hear a song one time, you don't remember it. But when you repeat the song again and again, you can sing along. The same happens with English. Repeating is the magic. It makes new words feel like your words. Now let's move to our last word for today, and maybe the most powerful one, improve. What does improve mean? It means you get better, you grow, you become stronger. I want to improve my English. Her grammar has improved a lot. He is working hard to improve every day. This word is full of hope. It says, I may not be perfect now, but I'm learning. I'm moving forward. Let me ask you something. Do you feel like you've improved even a little in this video? If yes, then you are on the right path. Let's imagine this. You are sitting at a desk. You open your notebook, you write 5 new words, you say them aloud, you forget one word, you read it again, you repeat it, you practice it. Then, next week, someone asks you something in English, and you answer, slowly, maybe. But clearly, you understand the question, you remember the word, you practice saying it, you repeat it when needed, and little by little, you improve. That is learning. That is growth. And that is something to feel proud of. Let's review the words one more time. Understand, to know the meaning. Remember, to not forget practice. To do something again and again, repeat. To do something again, improve. To get better. Each of these words is not just vocabulary. It is part of your English journey. You can use them in your daily learning. You can use them when talking to a teacher, to a friend, or even to yourself. I'm trying to improve. I need to practice more. I didn't understand today, but I will try again tomorrow. That's how you learn. Not fast, not perfect, but real, honest, steady. And now that you have these words, you're ready to keep growing. Now, you've learned so many useful words, not just the meaning, but also how and when to use them in real life. And that's the most important part. Vocabulary is not about using big, difficult words. It's about using the right words, simple, clear words that help you speak with confidence every day. If this video helped you even a little, please like it, subscribe to the channel, and share it with a friend who is also learning English. Learning together is always more fun. And I want to hear from you, what's one new word you learned today? Or maybe a word you already knew, but now understand better? Write it in the comments below. I read every one of them, and your answers make this a real learning community. Remember, the more you practice, the more you repeat, the more you improve. You're doing great. Just keep going. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye for now. If you want to make a thumbnail for YouTube, then click on the link given in the description and place an order on my Fiverr account.